Okay, wow. Far-right conspiracy theorist Laura Loomer is currently beefing with far-right conspiracy theorist Marjorie Taylor Greene over racism within the Republican Party, and it got nasty very quickly. Honestly, we have a lot to break down, so let's jump right in. All that I ask is that you leave a like on the video below. So to lay some of the groundwork, yesterday, Laura Loomer, a right-wing activist who posted last year that 9/11 was a, quote, inside job, joined Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump in New York and Pennsylvania on Wednesday as he commemorated the anniversary of the attacks. The 31-year-old provocateur and influencer posted photos from Ground Zero after she has spread conspiracy theories. She has also spread theories about Biden being dead or incapacitated multiple times. She has spread crazy racist conspiracy theories. I mean, every conspiracy theory in the book. And this person has the ear of Donald Trump. And today, her and Marjorie Taylor Greene began beefing. This article reads, two top allies of former President Trump are warring on social media about a bigoted social media post mocking VP Harris's Indian heritage, exposing fault lines within the Republican presidential candidate's inner circle. And this is going to be absurd to you guys. This is going to be bizarre to you guys because you guys are going to be empathizing with Marjorie Taylor Greene more in this situation. Marjorie Taylor Greene is still vile and she's only doing this for optics, but she is sort of the voice of reason. And I never thought I would say that out loud. So let's just lay the groundwork. Kamala Harris tweeted out 3 days ago, as a young girl visiting my grandparents in India, my grandfather took me on his morning walks where he would discuss the importance of fighting for equality and fighting corruption. She explains how he was a retired civil servant and he inspired her throughout her entire life. And then Laura Loomer's response, just a trigger warning, everything that follows from here on out is incredibly vile, so it's not my fault, it's their fault. Laura Loomer said, if at Kamala Harris wins, the White House will smell like curry and White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center and the American people will only be able to convey their feedback through a customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call that nobody will understand. Obviously a bunch of racist Indian tropes, but holy hell, Donald Trump is traveling around with somebody who is implying that Indian people smell like curry. That is an ultra racist stereotype that it's just so insane to me. Marjorie Taylor Greene then quote tweeted that, and this is going to surprise you guys. She said, this is appalling and extremely racist. It does not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA. Kind of does. This does not represent President Trump. Kind of does. This type of behavior should not be tolerated ever. That is true. At Laura Loomer should take this down. I don't even know. Marjorie Taylor Greene is obviously doing this for optical purposes. Very clearly, she doesn't want to be seen as a racist. She's trying to separate herself from Laura Loomer. I also think she has personal beef with Laura Loomer, so she's taking this as an opportunity to throw Laura Loomer under the bus. We know that Marjorie Taylor Greene floats conspiracy theories herself, but credit where credit is due, that she's right in this case. At Laura Loomer then said, it's really funny how at Marjorie Taylor Greene, a raging anti-Semite who said Jews use space lasers to control the world, wants to pretend like I'm a, quote, racist because I made a funny joke about Kamala Harris making cooking videos and buying curry spice at an anti-Trump spice shop. Okay, it wasn't a funny joke. It was a racist stereotype. It was extremely racist and vile. To play that off as a joke and backpedal is totally disgusting. And also, I just want to really reiterate and highlight how close this person is to Donald Trump. There is a video of Laura Loomer getting off Trump Force One the other day before the debate, right before he floated conspiracy theories about immigrants eating cats. If you're wondering why Trump was extra conspiratorial during the debate, it's because the mechanisms in place, the people that would usually tell him, hey, chill out, were not there. Instead, it was Laura Loomer. And then it's also disgusting that Donald Trump brought Laura Loomer to the 9/11 ceremony yesterday. Beef continues. Laura Loomer then said, hey, at Marjorie Taylor Greene, remember when you destroyed your family so you could have sex with a Zangief cosplayer? Tell me again how you and the Arby's in your pants are representatives of the GOP. You couldn't even run your own family. Don't tell me how to run my free speech. Lord have mercy, this is some crazy stuff coming from Laura Loomer. You know you're crazy when Marjorie Taylor Greene is calling you a racist. You have to basically be wearing a KKK hood for Marjorie Taylor Greene to call you a racist. And even then, I don't know if she would. But watch this clip of Leader Jeffries talking about Donald Trump bringing Laura Loomer to 9/11, the 9/11 ceremony, after she peddled conspiracy theories about 9/11 being an inside job.
It was shocking and irresponsible and offensive to the thousands of people who lost their lives on September 11th, including hundreds of brave first responders, members of the NYPD, FDNY, and others who raced toward the danger in order to help people escape the danger and lost their lives as a result of it. Donald Trump is a conspiracy theory peddling, racial arsonist, and pathological liar. That's just the reality of the situation.
Yep.
And it's being visited upon the American people. And the fact that on September 11th, this sacred day, he would bring a 9/11 conspiracy theorist to participate in events during this solemn commemoration should shock the conscience of all decent Americans. And I believe that it does just.
It does. Absolutely, it does that. And I say this all the time, but Donald Trump isn't just a MAGA conspiracy theorist, QAnon freak. He is a QAnon conspiracy theorist who has a direct line to millions of other QAnon conspiracy theorists. He's like the final boss in the QAnon video game because whenever he floats a conspiracy theory, whenever he posts an AI image or says that Kamala Harris is using notes or using AI crowds, that directly gets fed into the phones of millions of people, and then Fox News picks it up, and then Sinclair picks it up, and then it's on TikTok, and it's on Twitter, and it's on YouTube. Donald Trump is like the dealer of conspiracy theories, or at least he promotes conspiracy theories that are fed to him by Tucker Carlson. Either way, Donald Trump has a direct line to millions of impressionable and malleable Americans that trust him. That is the part that I want to highlight. He's very intentionally eroded their trust in other institutions so that he could later abuse their trust by floating conspiracy theories. I want to continue this article. Right-wing activist Laura Loomer, a former congressional candidate with a lengthy history of anti-Muslim comments, and Georgia Representative Majorie Taylor Greene have been engaging in a war of words on the social platform. It's not just a war of words. They're going for the jugular, or Laura Loomer is going for the jugular and being super unhinged and vile. I can't even believe that I'm saying this, but can you guys see where I'm coming from when I say Marjorie's actually being like the normal one in this situation? Even if she is placating, and even if she is virtue signaling. Loomer quoted a Sunday Post in which Harris was talking about her Indian heritage and said if she wins the election, quote, the White House would, I don't even want to repeat it. On Thursday night, 3 days after Loomer's post, Greene posted a response saying the comment, quote, does not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA. And the crazy thing is, Donald Trump hung out with Laura Loomer after she posted this vile racist stuff. How is this not a bigger story? It is actually a failure of the mainstream media to not be covering this relentlessly. Loomer, who previously called the 9/11 attacks a quote inside job, told the Associated Press that she doesn't work for the Trump campaign and that she was quote invited as a guest. She did not respond to questions about her past statements on 9/11, and of course she will not. These are vile human beings. And let's go back to Majorie Taylor Greene's tweet, which is just absurd for me to see. This is appalling and extremely racist. It does not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA. And then Laura Loomer calls Majorie Taylor Greene an anti-Semite. Now, Laura Loomer herself is Jewish, and people are going to get mad when I say this, but Laura Loomer is also a self-hating Jewish person who floats anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, so she is absolutely projecting here. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment a blue heart, hit that subscribe button. Have a great day yourself. Peace out.